one thing that I just thought of recently, it's kind of like, you know, we're not supposed to, we're not supposed to worship things, you know what I mean? Like, not just because the Bible says that, like, we're not supposed to worship false idols and shit. I'm not talking about that. I mean, in a sense, I kind of am, but I'm talking about in our daily lives. Like, I'm thinking like, because I just recently got out of I was very close to falling into a fucking very spooky record deal with the fucking big top dog in the industry. This guy has connections with everybody. You name it. You fucking name it. And I got a contract sitting right here, and I didn't. Don't ask how the fuck I got out of it, because, to be honest, I was right there teetering on the edge of a razor blade, and I almost lost my ass. So glad I didn't get played. No pun intended. But what I'm trying to say is like this: like, it's not good to, you see all these people, and they like. Whatever it may be, like a movie star or whatever, they got all the posters up all over the walls and shit. Okay, now that is false to do, you know what I mean? Like, they're just people. Like, we don't need to be doing that shit. Like that's not legitimate, like, behavior. It's fed to us, I suppose, for lack of a better term, to act like that, or whatever. But what I'm trying to say is this. I'm trying to just break it down so I can explain my wrongdoing slightly. Not really even so much my wrongdoing. I guess it would be my lack of understanding. And it's kind of like this music that I make. I've made it for so long, and I've been playing it for so long, and I've been, it's have the same name, June Rain, and what the hell have I done? I've fucking created a false idol. I've created this with its own trademarks and its own, the symbols and shit, like all this fucking tree. I mean, all this shit. I've like created this shit, and I got all these albums and everything, and all these fucking things, and these shirts and fucking cards and fucking all this bullshit. And I'm been basically, without realizing it, worshiping this fucking false god that I've made up or something. Like, I'm not saying it's a god, I'm just saying, like, I'm praising it like it's a god, Like, I fucking got all this bullshit that I've invented or created. It's like, and what the hell? And I'm so enthralled with it, and it's embedded in my brain for fucking 15, 16, 17 years, and I'm just all gung-ho about it, and I just, oh yeah, that name, June Rain, oh yeah, and getting all these people rounded up, and I'm thinking, god damn, that is just a thing that I've created. It's some false fucking thing that I'm like spending all this time and giving more of a shit about that than everything else, and it's one of the things that I realized I had been doing for so long, and it's sad as fuck to fucking realize that your dreams cannot be, from where I'm standing. But at the same time, it's nice to be, well, it's not really nice to be where I'm standing either. I was going to say it is, but it really isn't, because now what now? I've invested so much time in perfecting this craft, and I kick ass at it. I've done so much, and I can't do a fucking thing with it.